guys, it's Angelique and welcome to this episode where I'll be talking about investing with Betterment. I've been using Betterment to invest for the past 4 years and just want to share my experience with you guys, the benefits of doing it and why I chose Betterment in the first place. With Betterment, it's really easy to get started. It takes 5 minutes to set it up, and the best thing about it actually for a young adult trying to get into investing is that you don't have to handpick the funds that you want to trade or buy. Essentially what Betterment does is it has a portfolio of stocks and bonds and funds, and you invest into that portfolio that they have spent tons and tons of time and research and doing analytics, trying to make sure that these are the best stocks to invest in, when, where, etc, etc. And so as a young investor and not knowing what I was doing when I first started, I wanted to kind of give it off to someone else that I knew would be doing the work, because I knew investing was good, but I didn't know how to get in there. So it was really low entry barrier, and that's kind of what appealed to me, was the fact that I didn't have to know that much about the stock exchange and how it works and the ins and out of Wall Street and all these different things to understand how it worked, but knew that if I was putting my money into this Betterment account, that my money was working for me. So as an 18-year-old opening my account, that was what appealed to me the most. So essentially what the Betterment portfolio is a diversified portfolio of low-cost stocks and bond ETFs that balance risk and reward. Because I didn't have to do the work of actually building my own portfolio, I was investing in the Betterment portfolio that was doing its own job. I was able to just keep my money there and have them do the work for me, essentially. Another benefit of using Betterment to invest is that there is low cost and it's really hassle-free. There are no minimums to open an account. So essentially with traditional brokerages, you'll have a minimum investment fee plus commission fees, and so a lot of times the only way you'll be able to open up an investing checking account is if you have a minimum balance of $500 to $1,000, and as an 18-year-old that's just not money I had, so it wasn't realistic for me to go to a traditional brokerage like Charles Schwab or Fidelity or any of those intuitions to open up my own investing account. So Betterment for me, because it was low cost, there were no minimums to open an account. That's kind of what drew me towards it, and there are also no costs to close an account, so that was obviously a benefit. It also has low management fees, and if you're looking to save your money and invest your money, you might be deterred from these management fees. Realistically, management fees are real, and in order to make your money work for you, you have to be okay with paying them. People who go to traditional brokerage institutions pay management fees up the hoo-ha, like I don't even know what they're at, but I know they're a lot. But because Betterment has low cost, it actually charges anywhere between 0.34% and 0.54%, which is really small. What actually ends up happening is you'll get a way higher return than those management fees even cost if you hadn't invested in this. So low cost management fees and no minimum fees was definitely a benefit, especially as an 18-year-old getting into the investment space. Another really amazing thing about Betterment is that their interface is really easy to set up outcome goals. So if you want to retire at a certain age with this amount of money, you'll be able to set that goal, and they'll have advice on how you could achieve that goal. And it's all electronic. It's really just a slider that happens and lets you do that, and it essentially just provides custom asset allocation advice, so you have an idea of where you should be putting your money, when and where. So the advice that they give is really beneficial and has allowed me to save the amount of money that I have thus far in the past 4 years. So for me, that was very beneficial, and obviously as someone who was just getting into the investing space at 18 years old, I didn't really have knowledge. I came from an immigrant family background. My mom is a nurse, my dad's an engineer. No one knew anything about investing, and so the easiest way for me to get involved in that was through this Betterment account. Another really amazing thing about Betterment is that they have a smart dividend reinvestment. So essentially what a dividend is a payout you get for owning a share. So whatever earnings I made through this Betterment portfolio was just reinvested into different investments to build my portfolio, and instead of just putting the money blindly like someone would if they had no idea about investing, Betterment has algorithms that are set into place on where to put your money and when to put your money where. And one of the main benefits for me, especially as an 18-year-old where money is obviously scarce, was the access and liquidity of actually being able to pull out that money. So they have no minimums for withdrawals. So I was actually able to withdraw $1,500 when I was at $2,100 or something like that. And I was able to withdraw that amount of money and had no penalties for doing so. So obviously that was really beneficial and attractive to me because I knew in the long term that's what I was going to be doing. I wasn't going to be taking out the whole thing by no means, and there's still $1,000 in there, but for me, taking out $1,000 when I did was definitely at a point when I needed it the most. So the liquidity of the money that's held into this account is really, really attractive, and that's why I like Betterment. And so that's kind of an overview about why I like Betterment and why I chose Betterment. Went back in 2016 when I was 18 years old, and now looking back on everything that has happened ever since. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you guys have any questions or any other videos you want me to do about my investing journey, then give me a comment, and I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.